Finally. So we are midway through October and I'm finally back out on the levels. It's way too sunny and it's flooded as usual, but it's had a couple of good push throughs now and I'm back on one of my favourite swims that's produced. Don't get me wrong, we're in the pursuit of the mighty perch again, and let's see what happens, but I think it'll be Gator City. I think it'll be pike after pike after pike today, seeing as it's so bright, but we're going to give it a go. It's just great to be out. I haven't done much with my summer. I usually just switch off a little bit in the summer. I chased a few rudd, but to no prevail. A little bit of bassing, nothing special, nothing to write home about, and other than that, yeah, I'm back. We're on the Bruce and Walkers today. I haven't had these out in a long time. A couple of Avons, beautiful they are, absolutely wonderful curve in them. And on the trusty speedies again, treated myself to a nice new net head, even larger because of the amount of pike I was having last year. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Exactly the same tactics as before, really small lives, running paternostered on the float, on the perch bobber, and just tucked up in the little slacks and the eddies, and I'll just keep dropping it around. We'll see what happens, but it's just good to be back out. So, but yeah, it's just beautiful. I mean, what is not to love? Look, lots and lots of water, lots and lots of wildlife, very little people, just what I like. Well, the rods are out. My expectations are low, but hey, what a day. Again, way too bright really for perching. Drizzly overcast day, but it's my first venture out and it's been a while since I got myself in the slipstream of, sorry, I had a couple of twitches down my right hand row. Sort of in that slipstream of setting things up and getting myself positioned, and as you can see, it's pretty muddy. So, we'll see what happens. We'll give it a go. A couple of taps on my left hand rod now as well, jack pike, you can be sure. But the thing with these swims is, sometimes you can drop in them and sometimes they can produce like that. Other times you can be sat waiting right until last knockings and then have one incredible fish, as you've seen from my prior videos. So, but this is just epic out here. I absolutely love it this time of the year as well. So little people out here. I just yeah, just gives me a buzz. I've seen one other angler, he's further up the top, give him some advice. Good advice as well. It's a good swim. He's just throwing around some dead baits, and yeah. I mean, it's never easy in the flood, but I don't mind it. I've had some great days in the flood. But again, if you're not on the fish, you're not on the fish. It's that simple. So, but yeah, like I say, rig wise, running paternoster, exactly the same. My bait is probably suspended 12 inches. I'd say 12 inches from the bed. The riverbed at the moment though it's pretty shocking, to be honest. In fact, it's shite. It's but you know, it's only had 1 or 2 push throughs, so there's a lot of debris. There's still a lot of flora fauna that's just been flooded in there, hasn't rotted away yet. A few more of these floods in another month, and most of that will be gone. But the perch do come on early, you know. I've had some amazing perch in September and October, so give it a go. But yeah, my challenge this year really is to do a four out the levels. I don't know anyone else. I'm sure people have. I'm not saying that people haven't, but it's a rarity. I've done a lot of big threes now, so I need to up my game. I might have a go for the gators a couple of times, see if I can winkle out a 20. I mean, I've been close, just perch fishing, so, but there's still a lot of silvers moving around at the moment, so I predict the guy up there, even on deads, is going to struggle. I said to him, it needs to be a lot colder really for you chucking around deads, but you know, I think he's a carp angler and he's just keen to get out and do something different. He's got his son with him, so I wish him well. My left hand rod is caught in there, flow a little bit too much, a bit more than I'd like. Right hand rod's perfect, but again I can't see the foliage that's sitting down here, so I've got no idea really what I'm in. I'm bumping back and it's clear to a degree, but you don't want to bump too many times. The problem with that is that eventually you're going to come across something, and then once you're in it, and you'd rather lose part of your rig, or I lose my lead, or I lose my live bait. So, but yeah, I shall sit it out. I think overcast and drizzle is coming in about 6, so I'll see what happens. I'll sit it out till then. I haven't bought a brolly today. Once the weather gets worse, and I might even treat myself to a brolly, but I'm a bit superstitious with my old shitty tackle. I quite kind of like bringing it. It's kind of a good luck charm. So, but yeah, like I said, it's nice to sit behind these Mark 4s today. Yeah, it's nice. Something different. I don't really fish glass that much, but yeah, it's just I just thought, no, leave the 500s at home. I've got some cane Mark 4s at home, some nice ones, but I'll keep them back for carping. And yeah, I just see them hanging on the rack, and I thought, you know what, it's been a long time since I've had them out, so I thought I'd pull them out today and we'll see. Maybe there'll be a good luck charm, maybe there won't, but hey, there's line running through the rings and there's baits in the water, so that's all I can do. Keep everything crossed as per usual. Trusty flask. I would bring the Kelly, but on top of everything else, get me act together early on in what I class as my pre-season, which really for me kind of runs, as you've seen to any of my photos and my previous videos, kind of runs from September / early October. I've left it a bit later because we've been wet and warm still at the moment, but like literally from, if you said the start of October till more or less, I don't know, maybe April. I mean, end of March really is enough for me, and then I'm kind of just have a little bit of time off and then go back to the tension, which was fantastic for me. This year was just, yeah, it was epic. Really enjoyed it. But yeah, big perch, and I'm going to do some big pike, maybe 1 or 2 big chub when things are, when January comes around and everything's really shut down. Chub coming on a couple of sections. I'll see some chub this summer. Mind blowing, huge, absolutely huge. Yeah, people probably wouldn't believe me if I said the size, so I'm not even going to bother putting it out there, but they were huge. I mean, I've done a couple of 6s and a lot of upper 5s, but these were much bigger. Much bigger, like to the point where I saw 2 of them feeding and I actually thought they were small carp commons, but they were, yeah, they pulled away into a shoulder smaller chub around the sort of 3-4 pound mark, and then they swam off. So, but again, that was just doing the leg work in the summer, that's all it was. So yeah, put the leg work in and had a good mooch about, got the roids on, move around, have a walk, although it's hard. I mean, the stingers here at the moment have dropped way back down, and the height of summer, good God, it was like, yeah, they were high, seriously high. But yeah, I just love it. Anyway, I'll bring it back if there's any action. Oh, it's a huge perch. It's a huge perch. Yes! 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 Come on! Come on! Come on. What's a fish? What a fish. That's a nice upper three, that. Absolutely chuffed with that, I am. Made up. Look at that for a start. That'll do me. That was on the bigger live bait as well, so that's made me think. I had an audience over there, some girls doing some water sports, which was nice. But yeah, we'll get it in the net and we'll go from there. Come on. Well, not too bad a start. That is an absolutely clonking perch in the net. I am made up with that. I've weighed it up. Goes 3.8. It's not quite as heavy as I thought it was, but it's pretty empty to be honest, but he's a big deep fish. I think a bit later in the year it could be absolutely stunning. But yeah, it's just, I am genuinely made up. Great start. Quite windy, I don't know how much you'll pick up there, but yeah. Yeah, just buzzing, absolutely buzzing. So, and I got all the footage. I'm chuffed. Hopefully, you never know. A brace, what do you reckon? Keep everything crossed. The sun pitched in a little bit earlier when I had that fish, but it's made an appearance again now. As you can see, it's quite bright on the water again. So, but we'll give it a go. Wind's up nice. I don't mind that. I quite like a bit of breeze when I'm perch fishing for some reason. Just like a bit of break on the surface on the water. Always find it quite pikey when it's mill pondy. But we'll see. It's me over analysing all the conditions, and sometimes you just got to have a bait in the water, and if the fish are there and the bait is there, everything else will come together. But yeah, on the bigger live as well. So I've actually switched them both now. Try and maximise my chances. I'll get some pictures done and all the editing done, and hopefully we'll get a video out. What seems like an eternity since I have, but yeah, worth it. Float came alive then. Thought that was going to go. Well, still got baits in the water, but I'm pretty much done. The rain's coming in soon. Coming up to 4 o'clock. I could stay, but I haven't bought a brolly. Yeah, just the one fish. Oh, beautiful colours. It's blowing in the wind. It's quite blowy here, so I've bagged it. It's blowing between sort of 3.6, 3.7, but I thought it was bigger. It's pretty empty. It's actually not as, it's quite deep, but it's not as long as I thought it was. But it's epic colours. I mean, it's so vibrant. If I can get it to stay still. Been in the water, it's full of oxygen now. Come on, mate. But yeah, what a start. I mean, I'm chuffed. Oh, I nearly had a second take earlier, but we didn't end up with anything. But yeah, just stunning. Let me just pull that up, show you with the fin up. Come on, mate. Bobby Dazzler, hey? Oh yes. And we shall be back. But what a start. What a start. Yes.